Thank you for that introduction, and I'm so honored to be here with all of you today with an opportunity to speak firsthand about the wonderful work Roanoke Park Counseling does for clients. The theme of today's annual luncheon, Finding Hope, Inspiring Healing, truly is my goal from today forward. I often share how wonderful it's been to work with the executive director, Janice Palm, and the other therapists and staff on board. But today is the first time I'm publicly sharing that I, too, received much needed help there. I am a child sex abuse survivor. I am one of the millions of adults who carry the weight of abuse done to us when we were too young to know what was happening, too afraid to tell someone, and too burdened with shame that at times makes it hard to get out of bed. The guilt, shame, embarrassment that comes from the trauma and pain experienced at a young age follows you through your entire life. It molds and shapes the vision you have of yourself, those around you, and your world. I started working with Roanoke Park Counseling back when it was Shepherd's Counseling Services to give a voice to the alleged victims of former Seattle Mayor Ed Murray. But what I found in return was a safe haven to deal with my own troubled past. After sharing that I was abused by a relative, some family members decided they didn't believe me and removed themselves from my life. So you won't hear me talk about my parents or siblings or my childhood too often, as what matters to me most is the life I've created for myself and the family I plan to build in the future. My biggest coping mechanism to get through my trauma was denial, like so many of us. And when that no longer eased the pain, I poured myself into my schoolwork and then my career. And you can use your trauma to fuel your success. I hope by sharing my story, others can find hope and are inspired to heal. We are not our past. We are not the things that happened to us. We are not bound to a life of misery and struggle because our innocence was stolen from us. Despite those challenges, through many years of therapy and with the support of my chosen family, I am winning at life. Never thought I'd say that. You can use your hardships to fuel you to do whatever you want. Go to school, start a business, build a career, be a great parent or spouse. Whatever makes you happy. It isn't fair that our childhoods will be forever marred by the actions of someone else, but you can grab a hold of your present and your future. I do not believe that everything happens for a reason. I do believe that you can rise above almost any obstacle. In my work as a journalist, the Me Too movement slapped me in the face every time I cover child sex abuse cases. It stirs inside me many feelings I wish to bury. But it is my duty to tell those stories, to give voice to those who have been silenced, and rip off the Band-Aid covering many families' darkest secrets. The statistics are too great to believe that you or someone you know hasn't been affected by child sex abuse. And that's why we have to talk about it, so we can move forward. I am not here to preach to anyone on how they should deal with their trauma. When I was asked to speak today, I really considered saying no. I was too busy, I have an unpredictable schedule, I wasn't ready, all of the excuses I could think of. Some days are terribly, terribly hard. Many of us have lost family and friends, we've turned to addictions and self-harm, but every day we get up and face the world is one step toward regaining our power. There is hope even on the darkest days. Thank you for allowing me to share my story. And most importantly, thank you to Roanoke Park Counseling for providing support to survivors for more than 30 years.